Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Here we are on another Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer review. No doubt about that. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have from the AB InBev Brewery, we have the Michelob Ultra Light. Oh, it says it's a superior light beer. Oh, here comes my cat again. 26 carbs, 95 calories, 4.2% alcohol by volume. The date stamp on the back indicates that we should consume it within the next 94 days. Not to worry. We're going to consume it right now. What do you want down there? Oh my goodness. Does he want some of my beer, do you think? My goodness. He's the only one that comes in here. My other two cats never come in here. What do you want? Some beer? Kitty cats don't drink beer. Oh, is this a twist off? You know what? It's a twist off. You can see I'm not used to drinking these types of beers. I do not have that bottle cap, so I'd be most happy to put it on the fridge. Now, for the occasion, I got some special glassware. Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer glassware that I just washed and rinsed out. You probably can't read that, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. And then it's got a picture of a guy pointing to his nether regions there. This is a 15-ounce glass. We only got a 12-ounce beer, so let's make a lot of foam, baby. There you go. That's how I like to see my beer poured if I come into the bar, no doubt. Extremely clear, light golden color. Some people would call that a straw color. I don't like to disrespect beer and call it a straw color. It is lightly carbonated, though. Wow, a lot of carbonation. I am positively sure this is brewed with some kind of adjunct, most likely corn. I don't know if it has corn syrup in it, but most brewers, especially AB InBev, makes a big point to make sure they tell their customers they don't use high fructose corn syrup. Yeah. All right, let's see what kind of aroma we can get. You know what? It's not off-putting at all. I get some sweetness in there, some grainy sweetness. That's what I get. So, like I said, I'm almost 100% positive this is brewed with corn. I could just about bet you my last dollar on that. So let's go ahead and thank the brewers there at AB InBev. I don't care where you brew beer. I don't care if it's computerized like AB InBev. A great deal of attention has to be paid to brewing beer. It's a laborious process, and if you don't get it just right, you're going to have to throw that batch away. So many thanks to the brewers there for their attention to detail. Cheers to them and to you at home as well. Some pronounced sweetness in here. And I'm betting it's from the adjunct, and I'm betting it's corn. And I'm going to find all that out, and I'm going to put it in the description box for you. But the secret, if there is one, to drinking this kind of beer is to keep it cold as long as possible. Don't dilly dally in drinking this beer because if you dilly dally, it's going to become warm. And for me, it would be undrinkable. Matter of fact, I may start to do that again where I open this beer and I let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and I come back and I give you my opinion. Every single time I said, oh, that beer is way too sweet. I can't drink it. Yeah, you have to drink these beers very cold. Matter of fact, I know a lot of people who put these beers in the freezer. Now, when you put a beer in the freezer for more than 10 minutes, it's going to kill everything that was in there. Don't worry. Yeah, you're not going to get any hops. You're not going to get grains. You're not going to get malt. You're not going to get anything. It's just going to be a liquid content with some alcohol in it. Now, I don't know, man. If I had to drink my beer like that, then I'd switch beers. I'd find something else to drink. Just saying. If you want a light beer and you still want some taste and some flavors and all those good things, I'd go ahead and drink an Amstel Light. It's much better than this, I tell you that. And it doesn't have that sweetness that this has, man. This is a sweet beer. Keep it cold, and it's not going to be offensive. Let it warm, and you're going to be sorry. That's all I'm going to say about that beer. It's a good beer to have at picnics and barbecues, provided you have a tub of ice to keep it cold. You allow this to warm out up in the sun, you're gonna be sorry. You're gonna be sorry. This beer right here sells for $5.99 for a 6 pack. So I don't have my calculator in front of me, but I tell you what, that's a cheap ass beer. That's what makes this a cheap ass beer. Matter of fact, my calculator's over there in the corner. I see the cat looking at it. But yeah, you take $6 and divide it by six. You don't have to be a mathematician for that. It's less than $1 a beer, right? Einstein could tell you that. So that's what makes this a cheap ass beer. You know, when you start paying $1 for a beer in today's market, that's a cheap ass beer. Now you could probably get this on a 22 ounce glass during happy hour. I bet you can get it for $2 in a lot of places, which really is just a little over a buck for a beer. Yeah, because there's still a place in downtown Cleveland to this day where you can get a Budweiser, a 22 ounce Budweiser between 6 and 7 for a buck. 22 ounce Budweiser. I think I'll pass. You couldn't drink it fast enough to justify. It's going to get so warm, you can't justify that beer. But at any rate, my friends, you know what? If you like this beer, I'm not knocking you. God bless you. You know what? If you like this beer, you got to be happy in life. You got to do what makes you happy. But this is an extremely light bodied. I almost call it watery. Yeah. And light carbonation. Everything is light about this beer, and that's why it says superior light beer. Now, did they get the water from Lake Superior? Is that why it says Superior? I don't know. But hey, you know what? There's better beers out there for the money, my friends. Hey, life is short. Be happy. You know what I'm talking about? Life is short. Whatever floats your boat, you know? Until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing Clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.